Hello, everyone. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
I can't see you in chat. They stole my rights. Help.
What?
That's not good.
Yeah. They stole my 5G and my Wi-Fi. Now they're using my phone. It's gonna cost me so much money, but that's okay. Especially because I have 2 streams tonight. Sheesh.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I don't wait. Where was I going with this? Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hardcore Commoners, a 3.5e D&D experience, and on how our two lovely players will survive in a world where heroes and adventurers thrive. You know, aspiring mages, great warriors of old, and ancient secrets exist. But this tale starts off with 2 commoners who are willing to do whatever it takes to finally make it in the world. Would you two like to introduce your characters and yourselves, and who they are, what class, what class your character will likely take when they get into their first level, and what their personality is like?
Okay, you can go first, Jester. I believe in you.
Okay, wonderful. My character's name is Trisket Evergreen. They mainly like this. No, I was gonna say some archaeology and pretty much antiques or anything of any type that might really anything history-wise she loves. In terms of classes, she's pretty much gonna be a beat 'em up. She's gonna be a barbarian first, is what I know so far.
Okay. Interesting. Got a flying barbarian screaming into combat, raging.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making one minute change. I'm moving 1 point from profession sailing, so I'm keeping 2 in it.
Okay.
But I'm moving 1 point to
yeah, that reminds me. I need
the star one, the one that astrology.
The star one.
Yeah, I have 1 rank in profession astrology. With that being said, very important to the character is overarching development. I am the smartest peasant you've ever seen with hashtag supreme literacy. Trademarked. Copyright. I am an Illumin who is outside of their cabal. Very sad. And I want to be an idol. The character's name is Akume Evergreen. And the first level that I'm going to take, I have the one heck of a build for you prepared, chat. If I ever see level 6, you're all gonna be very impressed with me. I will die before then. It's the unfortunate reality of the world.
That's
the
great.
The first of my many classes, because I need a lot of them to pull this bullshit off. Who would have guessed quad casting is hard? Is Bard. And specifically, Savage Bard. I think the personality speaks for itself. That's all I got. Supreme literacy, TM, hashtag. I have 3 psi points. Isn't that cool?
Oh, hell yeah.
I didn't actually write that down. I have 1 psi point, then I have 2 psi points. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. The Google Doc that I can't access because I don't have access to my internet is, it has everything on it. So I'm sure it'll be great this session.
Yeah.
I'm sure it will be great.
Yeah, today there's totally going to be no rolls, no combat, and, yeah, totally.
Yep.
You're gonna get jumped.
Gonna get jumped, yeah.
No.
The first chance.
Immediately.
You walk into a bar and an arrow hits your knee.
No.
I needed that.
It starts talking to you. Well, alrighty. There, up in the clouds, flies a sparrow through the white fog that, blocks out the sun and into a rainy storm that soaks this land. It will dodge and weave through the night, for it has ingredients important for its nest. As it finally makes its way to this nest after a long flight, it will find its way to the Dragon's Tail, a small but long archipelago-like island in between the two great continents, connecting the two for travel. Packing this all-important twig into a nearby tree, perfecting the nest. You can see it, you can see it nestle in between this little nest, but, beyond the twigs and the bushes, there is a ramble of outgoers who are lively. Some yelling wildly, laughing, and one or two people can be seen around this rainy night. This is the town of Stella, the most northern part of this continent. The lights in the distance dance and sparkle in the puddles of this area and shift every time a passerby walks through. You could hear the singing and cheering in the local tavern. This is named the Watered Ferry. It is fairly busy for being one of the only good taverns. It is inside this loud, bustling building that our adventure begins. A very normal and humble beginning. And, yeah. But you will both hear a voice say, "Hey, you're up." You guys will look to the side. You're sitting in this like kitchen, and you see an older grumpy man standing in the doorway of the kitchen. He is named Flint, the man who allowed you to perform at this venue. This is as idle as it gets for you. A shitty rundown tavern. The backstage is a greasy, smelly kitchen. This is truly the startup of your career as a wannabe idol. It's not even one of those cool underground, indie caves that, you could find in like a city or a beautiful town. But yeah, you both are sitting in this smelly tavern in the back.
Doki. I think Trisket would kind of like pat Akumi on like the shoulder and be like, "Oh, I think that's for you. Should probably head up there."
Gives a sigh and will pat herself off before approaching the stage and beginning a singing performance to try to... Oh wait, I forgot. There's like technically an order to this madness, I think. Okay.
An order?
Yeah, an order. Okay, because I could. There's one second. Oh, I can't look it up. Shit, I forgot. There's some usage of the bluff skill that is usable to gather people. I think it's like fucking like some alt usage of taunt or some bullshit where it's like you bluff and get people to like gather around you. I'm 90% sure that's a thing.
Okay. Bluff alt.
I'm pretty sure. Is there some use case where it helps with like gathering shit, but I forget.
It'd be crazy if you sent me your character sheets and I could actually know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what I'm looking at right now is what I got, and I'll send the Google Docy like whenever my internet's not shitting itself.
All right. Well, let's see. Bluff skill. There's fainting, there is normal bluffing, delivering a secret message, creating a diversion to hide.
That's it. Oh wait, it's only for hiding. Shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to get diversion to get more people's attention.
Creating a diversion. To use this bluff skill to help you hide, a successful bluff check gives you the momentary diversion you need to attempt a hide check. While people are aware of you, this usage does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's a
so this is like creating a diversion. So you're bluffing everyone in order to look somewheres or create a diversion. But the diversion is yourself.
That's what I want to do, yes.
Interesting. Isn't that just diplomacy?
Look, man, I can get a plus 10 to bluff. I cannot get a plus 10 to diplomacy.
That's funny. I don't know. Fainting. Okay, so. All right. I will allow you to make a bluff, but you're gonna have to tell me what it is that you do to get everyone's attention. You walk out, you see this door, someone's like standing in it, they stand aside, and you can see the hectic, ongoings from outside. There's people, there's like candles, you could see the rain kind of pouring down on the outside. Yeah.
Okay, I will spend one of my 3 power points a day in order to manifest conceal thoughts. And then I will purposely attempt to make like a ruckus, like in order to attempt to garner attention towards myself. I'll be like, and how's everyone doing today? Like purposely trying to get people rallied up, like bumping people's shoulders, like like we're trying to liven up the place in general. All with like just the blank expression from concealed thoughts, a sweet, almost sickeningly so, smile upon my face as I am making as much of a ruckus as I can, attempting to get up to the stage, diverting their gaze so that they have really no choice but to look upon me and just me.
Okay. I guess you could make your bluff check.
Okay, I get a plus 10 because I cast Conceal Thoughts.
All right. That is literally the best roll you probably could have rolled. Hitting 19 plus a 13 for a 32 bluff. Well, you bump into people. People kind of like look your way, and they're like, "Hey, what's the big idea?" And then they see you. They're mesmerized by your bluff, and you walk up to stage. And multiple people everyone's eyes are on you now. I'd like you to make a performance check.
Will do. No masterwork instrument. Very sad.
Sag. Again, doing very well. A 16 natural 16 for a total of 22 performance. It goes very well. What type of performance do you do? Is it mostly singing? Is it with an instrument?
Yeah. She would give a full-on idol performance, giving the peace signs, doing some baseline choreography, nothing too fancy, but it's more about like the dress and the exotic style. Like I said, garnering attention towards herself. Really just major attention-seeking behavior, to be so honest with you, as she sings with actual skill. I guess pretty much her whole modus operandi, right? It's to gain as much attention as physically possible, and then hopefully blow them away with the only real skill she has, which is singing.
Yeah. All right. This is considered a great performance. Says you could make 3d10 silver pieces in a day in a prosperous city. This is not exactly a prosperous city, so you could do 2d10 for copper and 1d10 for silver.
I'm in it to win it. Oh, I did the foundry thing.
Good job. You did the foundry thing. I can't believe it, man.
Okay, that didn't work either. Why did it do that?
That's a
Fuse
lot.
them together. Oh my god, whatever. I'm just using the actual dice thing at this point. I thought I could type it quicker. Apparently I can't. There you go. So 9 copper, 9 silver.
All right, looks good to me. 9 copper and 9 silver. That's what you make for today's small performance. Or, well, great performance, as many people clap and cheer. And can you make me a charisma check as well?
Because raw charisma?
Yeah, just raw charisma.
18.
18 is very good. You will get a cool little bonus. Let's see how well this goes. Okay. You're gonna get 3 new fans. These fans are gonna give you a total of 13 more copper for your performance. As they come up to you and it's like, oh my god, you were so perfect, I'm gonna be your new fan. And there's these 3 people are just like following you throughout the night, and huckling their coppers to you, and trying to get your attention.
I couldn't do it without you. Gives a peace sign.
they one of them faints. It's like, she talked to me. While all this is happening, what is Trisket up to?
That's a good question, honestly.
Yeah, Trisket was sitting down with Akume, in the back room. The back room happens to be the smelly old kitchen. It has like the greasiness of it, and there's cooking pans everywhere. There was literally someone cooking right now nearby, and there's someone does walk in as well.
Oh.
It looks like another performer. And this is happening as Akume kind of like goes out and makes a huge ruckus of getting everyone's attention. That person. Yeah, you see a short dwarf walk in the door. He's holding a guitar.
Damn. Is Kume still like bothered with fans?
Yeah, this is happening during the time when Akume just went out. She hasn't even started singing.
I'm thinking if I should be mischievous or not, but also
Do it.
Do
Do it. The power of the dark side is a path to many unnatural abilities. I don't know. What were you thinking?
I was thinking just so they don't like ruin Akume's parade, or at least like I'll be a little bit mischievous. I'm kind of thinking of like going up to him and being like, ah, it's, you know, they said after this performance, it's the last one for the night. Sure they're not taking any more performers.
You want to roll a bluff check?
Dude, hell yeah. 20.
He's gonna roll sense motive.
Hold on. Where's my charisma?
Imagine not being able to get a +10 to bluff 3 times a day.
Dude, I am so ass.
Dude, the same. If we ever have to hide, I'm so cooked. It's so bad.
It's continuously rolling the dice. Holy pig.
Oh my god.
Damn. 17. He looks at you flabbergasted. He's like, oh, what? No way.
I know, right? It's...
I came all the way down from Mana, from whatever the fuck this this city is called, all the way down here, from Toria.
I don't know, man. I'll have to see if another place is open or something. Yeah, it just sucks, man. I don't know why they're not taking any more people.
Man, I spent 5 days traveling the tail. This has gotta be the one of the worst paying jobs I ever done. I didn't even get fucking paid. Yeah, kind of turns around and fuck this place. And he walks out.
Triska's kind of just like, oh my god, that worked.
You could tell that as he's leaving, the singing has just started and everyone is cheering, having fun. This is like one of Kume's best performances, probably like that you ever heard, like recently. And you've heard like some of the other people singing, and no one's gotten anywhere close to like how everyone is having a lot of fun. You know, everyone's like singing with her, or she has taken the stage literally this time.
Oh my goodness, this is so peak.
It's so peak. All right. Well, time will pass by and the crowds are dying down. You know, people are still doing their drinks. The bar's not going to close down for maybe another hour or two. But it is basically the chill time when all the singers and the bards, the performers, they're just chilling. What do you two do as you meet back up?
Akumi, you're not gonna believe what I just did. I just got some dwarven guy to like completely ditch his act just so that you were the solo one for the night. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty funny, yeah.
But yeah, you were amazing up there. You must have been practicing or something when I completely lost track of my thoughts. I'm so sorry, Akumi. Hold on. Let me think. But what have you been up to other than the fans kind of crowding you a bit?
Making money.
I saw a bunch of people throw coins at you. How much did you make exactly?
I made 22 copper and 9 silver, which is the equivalent of 11 silver. I think. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, the conversion rate's 10 to 10 to 10 for some reason. So that's actually, I made 1 gold piece.
Hell yeah. All right. Something does happen though as you two are talking. Are you sitting in the back, or are you hanging out at like a table, or what's going on with the situation now? As you two are talking about how much funds you've gathered.
Probably in the back, I'd wager.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that we were in the back a little bit. To be
Okay.
a little bit secretive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can one of you make a... Wait, do you guys have any knowledges?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think.
You know.
And totally okay if you don't. Totally okay.
Does profession astrology count?
Uh...
Is this about the star?
The stars that you
If
only...
so, I actually do think that counts. That you can use a profession as if it's something involved with that specific profession in place of a knowledge. I'm pretty sure, like for if it's botany, for instance, you can replace nature with the botany check. But unless it involves the sky, no.
All right. All right. It doesn't sound like you have anything.
Yeah.
Unless Jester, you have something? By
I
chance?
got nothing.
Okay. All right. You see a man, a scaled man. Not a dragon, but a snake-like folk person, you know? Definitely not something you see like every day, just, you know, someone like walking around. And maybe this guy is a Yuan-ti, but you guys don't know like much about the world, but you've heard about the legends of Yuan-ti and what they look like, or, you know, what they do, you know, some of the things like that. But this person is walking around. He kind of like pops in through the door. Looks like to the left, to the right. And his dress getup is very wizardly. He's dressed up in these like fancy robes. He's got a big old hat that's like a meter, like a meter long. You know, like it's like a huge brim all the way around. And he's like looking side to side, and it just like wobbles. It's like he says, "Is there an Akume here?" he you know, puts his his hand above his eyebrows to as if he's like looking for something. Even though he's got this fucking hat.
I make a diplomacy check to raise his standing with me.
Yeah, definitely.
As I come to introduce myself formally, I get a... Oh, why is it not rolling? Roll, goddammit!
It's a bit slower on rolling for some reason. It takes like a good second.
Oh yeah, to be fair, we are on.
We're on shared.
Okay, there you go.
Phone
First one.
data,
First was did.
Ooh, yeah, 20. 20 is pretty good.
It did roll twice, though. Yeah, I guess I need to not hit the button more than once if it doesn't load instantly. Noted.
Why can I not see your roll? Okay, I guess
It's 2DM for some reason. If I roll it with the typing function or the dice function, it's public. But if I roll with the skill tab, it's 2DM only.
Hmm.
I'm unaware as to why that is, but sure.
Okay. Yeah, he gives a bright smile to you. It's like, oh, that performance was wonderful. It's I actually want to talk to you. He kind of like walks towards you.
By whatever about?
Well, okay, so I have a proposition for you. He pulls a small little slip out of his backpack, and hands it towards you. It's a golden ticket. It might as well be gold if, you know, just how like funny this little slip looks. But there is a performance, a play that's being run over in the Empire to the north. There's a couple of us that are looking for upcoming bards and inspirational performers that we're looking for additions. And I believe that you have what it takes to become one of you know, a sensational songstress.
Why, this is such a great opportunity. Thank you so much. Is travel provided?
He's like, he looks to you. He's like, oh no, I'm sorry. It's cannot provide travel. There's just too many people that we're trying to offer this to. But I do hope that, you know, when you get there, you'll succeed. I really enjoyed the performance. My name is... Imagine if I gave this guy a fucking name. Wait.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. Wait. Yo, true. Okay, here we go. Boom. Oh, okay, I like that one. My name is Kasheshka.
It is quite a name.
Indeed. I am a wizard from the Scale Tribes to the east. Or, you know, somewhat east, but, you know, he kind of like waves that off. But I've been hired to look for great talent. But yes, it's, you want to go to the city of Caden. Caden is where you will want to be. And make sure you have that golden ticket. Don't lose it. Because that's your only ticket, your way in to get into auditions. All right?
Of course. Thank you so much.
He, you know, he tips his hat. That's like a meter length. He can't even reach it. And turns around and walks out.
I go over to Trisket, put my arm around her, and go, like flies to honey. I told you.
Yeah, that is pretty true. It's pretty convenient that that snake guy came through, though. What is that, anyways? Did it even have any writing on it? Kind of like, God, what's that hand movement to like signal to like come here? So I can take a look at the golden ticket.
Yeah, I will read the note to Trisket.
The note says audition ticket, number 55.
So, like, you think you could fly to Caden, you know, like, and how are we feeling about that one?
You know, if I don't keel over via exhaustion, you know, maybe. Sarah, do we know where Caden even? It's like up north, right? Where is that?
Yeah, so Caden is almost directly to the north from where you are. It's across the sea, kind of right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in the territories of the Empire. but it is past the burning desert, which is probably your first conundrum, which is, you know, trying to get over the desert, or, you know, trying to get over the sea as well. If we were to look at the measuring tool here, it's around 35 miles across. So
I don't know if Triscuit's got all that.
flying might be out of it. There's probably nowhere to rest in between that if you're unable to.
Do you have any, like, spells or something that can, like, make it so that I last longer, like, flying-wise, or...
Oh, yeah, that'd be really expensive, though. That's like a couple hundred gold.
Yeah.
And I just can't presume magic can do anything if given the amount of the correct amount of money, to be honest.
You know, that is true. I assume... I don't know. I've never been really that interested in magic, or these spells for that matter. So I wouldn't know.
Time to work a part-time job. I have an idea.
Part-time job. Oh wait, also he does tell you there is a time limit.
Oh.
I kind of forgot to mention that, but yes, there is a time limit. He tells you that the play is in about 2 months, but the auditions are in 1 month's time.
Okay. Intriguing.
Indeed.
Come on, Triscuit, I got an idea.
Okay. You know, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm not tired yet, so I'm gonna go use my profession, sailor, to work a part-time job, and you're gonna be my pack mule doing unskilled labor, and we're gonna work, and we're gonna get more money, and hopefully we're gonna get an inn with the sailors, and then I can't help but notice on the map, they're both harbor towns.
Yeah.
So we need to get an inn with the sailors, Triscuit, and then we don't die in the desert. It's a great life choice.
Okay. Triscuit kind of just thinks a little bit and it's just like, do we even know how it's like in the desert? Like, I don't know. I speak to one traveling there. I mean, I am pretty down for the sailor stuff, though. Sounds pretty fun.
You can maybe roll me a intelligence check to like get to like super basic knowledge on what to expect in the desert.
I have craft calligraphy. Does that help?
Calligraphy.
Calligraphy.
The fuck does actually calligraphy do?
You know, I really regret putting 3 points in it, I can tell you that. It's it lets you make tattoos, it lets you draw maps, and it lets you write books.
Okay.
And that's it. Nothing of value here, probably.
It's just an in check, question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how much Triscuit knows about the desert. You know what? She's him. She got a 19.
Yeah, 19's pretty good. Well, in the desert, specifically this desert, you would know that it would be pretty common at any of these like major towns that there are services to get across the desert and make it to the city of Caden or to maybe another nearby city. There would definitely be some services for travel if that is what you're trying to accomplish. You're not too sure how much because you might not have been there yet. I want to say probably not. Maybe you've just been heading up towards the top of this area, which is a good point to talk about. Where did you guys come from while traveling?
Good question. That's on you. That's on you, Jet Sealing.
Bro, what?
Mhm.
I kind of just assumed, I thought we were on like the very end of this little dragon spine, if it would let me ping.
Yeah, you guys are right here. You're at Harbortown Stella. And yeah, I was just curious on where you were coming from. Or if this was your permanent homestead for a long time, or is this just along the way? Are you actually from the Empire? Or are you from, have you lived in the dragon areas?
Do fairies usually come from? I don't know where that would be.
The fairies. Fairies would most likely be from the elven areas. They would have access to like the Fey realms and all that stuff. So fairies would be from like the Fey realms. And that would be like the easiest way to get there, other than maybe asking a druid to get you in really fast, or finding a whatever the one of those. There's things that blind you forever. Yeah, one of those monsters.
Yeah, those
the nymphs.
Yeah.
Yes, nymphs.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's probably where you're from then, if that's what you were thinking.
Okay.
He's probably traveled a very small amount because, like I said, I do have a profession sailor and calligraphy and stuff. So I think literally she's all about the grind. I don't think she's had a permanent home since like childhood. Because, like I said, her mom probably like was a shitty adventurer, like we're talking level 2 warrior, something like that, like NPC class, because Illumins very commonly, if they're in a cabal, get training in a variety of things. And like they kind of go out and study abroad is like how it works. Like you're expected to leave the cabal upon reaching adulthood and become an adventurer for a small amount of time to learn more about the world. Then you kind of have two options from there. You come back or you try to make your own cabal. So my headcanon is probably that like her mom was some like shitty adventure, like the type you'd get as like one of the mass hired caravan guards, like level 2 warrior, that sort of deal. And like she tried to make her own cabal and failed miserably and therefore had to adapt to human society. So I don't think she's had a stable home since like early childhood, and it's probably just actually been sailing, performing at a tavern to sleep there, and then just being on the boat, because when you have sailors, you kind of have to give them room and board, or you don't have sailors on your boat.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I guess you could spend the night, and in the morning you can look for some extra jobs, because it is late at night at the moment.
Splokey.
Alrighty. And the deal with tonight's, I guess like hanging out and performance, that the room was paid for from the tavern keeper. So you won't have to worry about paying for tonight, but tomorrow will be a different story. If that sounds daijoubu.
It sounds daishobu.
Nice. Okay. You guys can rest for the day and wake up in the morning. It's... Waking up in the morning by a harbor town is... It's probably nice, where, you know, the winds bring in that, like, salt water smell. It is nice and sunny. It's hot. You're kind of near a desert, so that kind of helps. But it's not like an overly cold place. It's more like a... I'm trying to think of like a real world place where this would be similar.
Florida?
Florida? That seems, yeah. Yeah. Florida. You're in Florida.
I guess I have to do it to you. Are we in the peninsula or are we in the Keys of Florida?
I don't know what the difference is.
Keys are nice.
No, you're in the shitholes.
Nah,
No.
the Keys, got it.
Yeah. The harbor towns aren't like amazingly like they make money, but a lot of their money is from fishing and trading with like the small the city nearby, and or selling their stuff to like trading ships, stuff like that. And I guess it's...
Wait, I gotta rest. My 1 PowerPoint's back.
That's so true. Yes, you have PowerPoints again.
I become psionically focused. It will never come up. But I am psionically focused because I have psi points.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. Thank you for letting me know.
you're welcome. I take a full round action to become psionically focused as soon as I wake up, I guess.
Wow. You wake up, and you could place everything into your backpacks or whatever you have to do to do your quote adventuring as commoners. I know we didn't really talk about your general goods, or at least I didn't.
Correct, yeah.
But you guys do have a backpack. You'll have a bedroll and 1 tent on you guys. Yeah. A bedroll each, by the way. 1 flint and steel.
Okay.
And 2 torches.
Flint steel doesn't weigh 2 pounds. Surely not.
I think it's
I think it's 1, no?
flint and steel. It is no weight.
Oh, so free.
And then lastly, most importantly, 2 days or 3 days of travel rations for the both of you. That is 1 pound each.
Sheesh. Torches are 0.5 pounds per pop, right?
Torches. They are 1 pound each.
Dang. Yeah.
They're not skipping on this weight, apparently.
Apparently. How much does the tent weigh? Do we have a tent each or only 1 tent?
I think you only want one tent. A tent is 20 pounds.
Yeah, I ain't carrying that shit, Trisket.
Okay.
Okay, hear me out. We sell the tent. I had the listen, Trisket.
You want to sell the tent?
I think we sell the tent. 20 pounds is a lot when our stats are commoner stats. It would actually over encumber me. Trisket, what are you thinking? Do you think we need the tent?
So have you needed the tent for the whole time before this? Is the real question.
Probably not. Like I said, because surely I'm a sailor. I'm doing sailing stuff, and she's working a part-time job to, like, pay for tavern rent / I'm paying for tavern rent and stuff. So I'd wager, like, almost always the job would provide room and board.
But what about in between travels? You just hucking
Well, I
down
imagine-
the bedrolls and just hoping you don't get rained on?
Well, I mean, I would imagine whenever it's, because like I said, if you're on the boat primarily, you generally would only stop for some time, like about, it depends on it, because the only time you'd stop for a long period of time would be, because a lot of times it'd just be refueling and it'd be like one day in the modern thing, like a couple of days, would be when you're on a voyage. And
Yeah,
you're
but we're
at
talking
one of
about
your
like not
stops.
just a voyage. We're talking about land travel. You know,
Fair
you're
point.
not always going to be, a boat isn't going to be flying over the cities and, flying across the deserts, flying across the forests. A boat stays in the water.
For now.
You can't get into every city and town with a boat, apparently.
True. Nah, she's too fussy. She would probably want the tent then, yeah. Trisket, how much do you count? How much do you favor? Like, do you think you're a good worker, Trisket?
I just have like I just a professional launderer. I just wash dishes and stuff, man.
I see. Yeah, okay. I guess we can keep the tent. I guess.
I can just carry it, it's fine.
That's a you problem, Trisket. Okay, now then we go to the sailors,
Mm-hmm.
and then we do. I do skilled labor, and she does unskilled labor, I would presume, and then we'll go sad depending on how that goes from there. I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay. You could go to the harbor and talk to the harbor master. The harbor master is named. His name is Gale.
Gale Waterdeep.
Oh my god, he's real.
Gale with a white beard.
Oh, age has not treated him well.
His last name is Whitebeard. He doesn't have a white beard.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was like, damn. Poor guy.
This is Gale for you.
Okay.
As you approach, he'll walk towards you. He's like on the dock. He greets you. Hello, stranger. What can I do for you two?
Well, we were wondering two things. Firstly, if you need any general help around. I'm actually a skilled laborer when it comes to the maintenance of boats and the drawing of maps and deciphering of messages, sort of deal. You know, like if you need an accountant for the day. Uh, and then secondarily, is there a ship leaving for Caden anytime soon?
For Caden. A ship for Caden. There is a boat that goes to Caden every 2 days.
Wonderful, wonderful. And are any of them in need of a calligrapher or additional manpower?
Well, that would probably be up to the captain. I don't personally. I'm just the harbor master, right? You know, I let people in. I let them out. It's usually the captain's duty to hire and get rid of people.
Well, surely you could help me locate one of these captains. Perhaps put in a good word for me. After all, I am how do I lie? Looks at my
Bluff him?
yeah, okay. I need it to be bluff because, like I said, well, I don't need it to be, but it's substantially better for me if it's bluff because I can do this lovely
I mean,
thing.
is it a lie? I don't know. What are you trying to
It's
say?
you know, man, I have 3 ranks in calligraphy, but like I'm trying to up it that like actually, you know what? I'm gonna try to explain to him. I suppose I will roleplay it based off of what I roll. Is I will explain to him that I'm one of the best merchants, but I'm a bit down on my luck right now. You know, because I have enough where I could reasonably sustain the lie of like, oh yeah, I have the mercantile feat and I do have craft calligraphy, but like one of the best. I have 1 level of commoner. Let's not be rash now.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that. And I'm going to roll bluff with the usage of conceal thoughts, so that when he attempts to decipher that, I get a +10 bonus. And hopefully stays the way that he does not know that. As I'm not trying to raise his like goodness score with me with the diplomacy. I'm attempting to bluff him in an attempt to make him believe that I am one of the best, and surely he would get in good with a captain if he were to, you know, help me out, you know, like put us in contact. And bluff check, go! Do I get a crit card?
Sadly, crit cards don't activate on combat. Or on skill checks.
Outside of combat,
Yeah.
I wanted to draw a card.
Well, here, this is the card that you would have got.
Oh, okay.
It does piercing double damage. Your piercing screams kill him.
He dies of a heart. He gains 1 negative level, and that's all the levels he had.
Yeah.
Technically, this is a spell. Funny.
Yeah, but sadly, you can't leech his life. You know, it's really unfortunate that you don't have magic attack spells right now. Or you didn't do that.
So true. So true.
But that's what you would have gotten if you had attacked him. Well, at all the right times, in all the right places, your bluff comes in handy. He will tell you, well, there is a captain who could probably use your help. His name is Captain Dean. And he's a bit of an unusual type of person. He really likes his sails set the right way, and you know, maybe you've got what it takes to sail with this Captain Dean. He's a fisherman. He's trying to catch them fish to sell them, and all that good stuff. That's kind of what you're looking for. Maybe I could grab him. Otherwise, the next ship comes in tomorrow that goes to Caden, and we could see what we could do for you. There's no promises that this fella actually needs you.
I'm sure I will be of great value to him. You should introduce us.
Alrighty. Well, come back tomorrow around the same time, and I'm sure they'll be in. Yeah, unless something terribly goes wrong. But yeah, and knock on wood. It's kind of like.
Do terrible things happen often at this time?
Well, I mean, not specifically this town, but it's the off chance of mermaids, or something attacks the ship while they're out at sea. Maybe renegade dragons. Yeah, you know how it be.
So true. Mermaid tears actually sell for a lot of money, I hear. You should try to catch one.
I will let you do that. I'll let you do the catching. My adventuring days are over. You won't catch me with a 10-foot pole trying to catch a mermaid.
A shame.
But kind of like stares at you two, just standing there very awkwardly. That's all you need, then I'll be off. And he walks like 5 steps away to the edge of the dock.
You're so awkward, dude.
Yeah. You know what? There's a lot of random guys here. Now, I was wanting the money, so you know what I gotta do. I roll a performance check.
A performance check.
Yeah, on the way out, like at the entrance to the dock, might as well.
We walk like 5 feet away and you start singing or something.
Yeah. No, I increased the awkwardness factor by a lot. Yeah, he walks.
Akume. I'm gonna be looking at your skills here really fast.
Sailing, astrology, singing, calligraphy.
It's a secret role. Okay. Yeah, you start singing. You get some passerbyers, some people, whistle. They're like, damn, this chick can sing, like, you don't get the ire of anyone. It seems people were pleasantly surprised with your singing once again. If you want to roll me a performance check to see how much money you gain from this, if anyone even gives you money on the way out. 20. Yeah, 20's not too bad. Let's roll. These guys probably have okay jobs. Oof. Okay, someone hands you a silver piece. They're like, hey, you know, I saw your performance yesterday. That's some good stuff.
Oh, thank you. I am going on a, hopefully, you know, if the captain lets me, I'm going on a seafaring tour. You know, you might be lucky enough to hear me every day, you know.
Oh, that's quite a trip then, or seafaring tour. I sure hope to hear about it then. I don't know if I'll be on that trip though. It's a bit expensive to get on a boat these days.
Oh, unfortunately, so true.
Uh, yeah. Enjoy that money, and you know, points at you. It's like, ha. Is there anything else you were actually wanting to do other than get money?
No. This woman is very set on two things. I guess just because I do have the not unyielding, the whatever the fuck the trade's called. I figured out what the trade's called, relentless, where I get a +2 to avoid becoming tired. But if I do become tired, I become very tired.
Oh.
So, you know, realistically, I don't know, she just goes around and tries to find an odd job. Not with singing or anything this time, but she does have, like, calligraphy things, so she'll be, I don't know, go to, like, the library or something and be like, do you need help with book repairs today? And, like, volunteer her time for, she would even be willing to do it, like, for below average wage. She'd be like, oh, you know, I need a couple extra copper. Who doesn't these days? Ha ha. Would you be willing to, like, you know, I could help you repair some books. I could, do some decoding for you if you would like. I speak many languages. I'll list off the languages I speak, to, like, the librarian. Try to get, you know, a job. Like I said, I'd be willing to do it for, like, honestly, like, you know, half what they'd pay someone usually for a day's labor.
Right, right. Um. Do. I should have looked in a bit more into this, like, profession versus perform.
Perform is like, yeah, I think they kind of needed to make it. Well, that it does make sense though, because historically the concept of a busker, that's actually a real word by the way. I'm not making it up for like busking. That's what it was called. Was one of the most profitable jobs that you could actually do in medieval times, because had good travel and things, and then it would also be everyone was so fucking bored all the time.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that anyone would ever do. You know, games didn't hardly exist. Really, children were the only ones who had any form of entertainment in the medieval era. So someone just setting up shop on a street corner legally and playing some songs would actually get a lot of money, because people would be willing to spend their limited amount of funds to see literally anything.
Hmm.
I mean, it's also a concept among jesters where some of the best jobs you could be, because you could legally insult the king, get paid for it, and very oftentimes you would be one of his most trusted advisors as well.
Right.
Performance has a wide history in real medieval culture.
Do you think I could get at least feel like I could use my profession launderer to get a job nearby. I don't know how much that would pay. I assume not very much, but I assume that there's definitely like at least some area who wants somebody to like wash their dishes, clean their clothes, etc., etc. Because that's like, I think launderer encompasses a lot of random like household-esque
It encompasses a
Alrighty.
lot of random cleaning, yeah.
Yeah. I guess roll me profession launderer.
Okie dokie. Skills. Profession. Go. What did I roll? I'm fucking ass. I got a 4.
Damn,
Well,
skip.
Dude, I suck at washing dishes. I'm such a chud. That sucks so bad.
Call me Daleth the way I be stealing Jester's luck.
honestly. Okay.
I got some pretty okay rolls so far. I was bound to get one not so good one.
That's so true.
Get like 1 copper. Dude, I'm set.
Okay. You can earn... Okay. I always thought there was like a thing where it says how much your profession actually earns you.
Generally, yes, but I think there are some exceptions because some professions are weird. Like, remember, there's pilot in there, and pilot is just like, yeah, you can use this to drive vehicles sometime.
Yeah. But like I thought there was like a... You know how like perform
Just-
has like one? I thought there'd be one for profession as well.
Yeah, there generally is. I mean, I know there is for gambling because gambling has like its whole chart thing.
Page 61. Okay. Looking for profession. If it's not here, then we're making the fuck up right now.
Cool.
Listen, perform, profession. Profession. Yeah, okay. Craft skill represents the ability to create or making an item. A profession represents the aptitude. And You can practice your trade and make a decent living, earning about half your profession check.
Oh, so if it doesn't have a unique one, it's just half your profession check.
Yeah.
That's How do you get that for pilot then? Wait, wait a hot set. Sorry, cracked the plane, guys. Can I sell my 2 copper?
Yeah, I guess since it's a rarer job, I guess that's why they did it. I don't know. It's
But
weird.
yeah, because gambler has its own like sub thing because it's like actually gambling. Some of them do have their own subcategories. One sec.
All right. So if we're doing it daily, then we have to do. Okay. If I need calculator for this, because usually you're supposed to use profession on a weekly basis.
But yeah.
You basically spend like a week downtime. So
Intriguing.
one. So Oh wait, how? Wait, okay. in gold pieces. So that would be 2, which is okay, 200 divided by, what did I fucking say? Wait, earning about half your profession check in gold. Okay, per week. So yeah, it'd be that much.
So
Okay. So, Trisket, you will earn 40 copper pieces.
Holy peak. You know what? I'm not even mad. Oh, 40 copper pieces.
This is you spending all day. This is not like, oh, well, a couple hours. You're spending all day here, and they will feed you. They'll, do all that stuff, but you're spending all day here.
Okie
what do I do in library hours?
For yours, I think you can attempt the same thing with a profession. Yes. If you would like to do that as well.
Splokey. So I must roll the con thing because I technically already did the performance today. So I believe this would be with +2. So let me add misc bonus real quick. 2. And then, because if I fail this, I get tired, and then I get a worse check, but then I sleep.
What are you
and
doing?
It goes away. To do endurance because I already did a performance today.
Oh,
so I
wait,
would
does
have
performance do something?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure if I fail the endurance check, which I do get +2. That's not what. Okay. So whatever
there's
this
like a performance debuff or something? Like you can't do
no,
performance
just I've
twice per
done
day?
2 jobs. I'm doing 2 jobs, which would mean I'm doing exhausting work. So I'd do an endurance check. If I succeed, I can do it. And if I fail, I would gain the exhausted, which would mean that the check would be at a negative, whatever exhausted gives.
Okay.
But then I would sleep, and the exhausted would go away. So it's pretty much to see if I'm doing it at, like, good or not. So whatever this is, +2. I have a +2 bonus, but
Do you have anything other than... Okay, well, that's not very good.
yeah, so I gained the exhausted condition.
All right, do you have anything other than perform?
I have astrology, sailing, and craft calligraphy.
Okay. I'll allow you to do craft calligraphy.
Okay, so that'd be this, but then I'd also get like what exhausted's -2, right?
Yeah, maybe. That sounds about right.
Okay, I can't look it up. Okay, submit. I get a 13 craft calligraphy with the debuff, and let me remove the debuff because I just go to sleep and get rid of it.
How much strength do you have?
-1.
No, like
8.
number wise.
8.
Okay. What does that feat do, or...
The trait is I get +2 bonus to constitution checks and similar checks to continue tiring activities. See endurance feat for all the checks and save of which this bonus applies. Essentially, I get baby endurance. In exchange for whenever I would become fatigued, I instead become exhausted.
Okay. Because you did become exhausted. Yeah. You also get -6 to strength and dexterity.
Wonderful, wonderful. I don't think that affects what I'm doing though, so we're good. We're okay.
So with 2 strength, can you even move with your clothing?
That's a good question. Barely. With 2 strength, I am at medium load currently.
Okay.
So I am at like speed, yeah. But good thing I'm not carrying the tent.
All right. Well, you could do your job. A craft calligraphy. 13. So 13. All right, for a full day's work. I wonder. I'm trying to think if maybe the day's work doesn't go as good when you fail that constitution check. So I feel like that would make sense.
Yeah, it's one of the it might have been -4, so let's reasonably say it's 11. Because the thing is, craft is through int, which isn't affected, but also would reasonably make sense that if you're tired, you don't work very good.
Yeah.
As well, so it's like.
So I think that's what I'm gonna say. You will earn. I'm gonna say only half the amount.
That's reasonable.
But you're gonna get 120 copper pieces.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Basically, your boss, you know, you did some calligraphy, and the guy was, you know, pretty impressed for how tired you were. But you know, he drops a big bag for you. It's well, thank you for the hard work, and if you ever need to come by, make more money, and then feel free.
Peace sign.
It is day 2. Day 2, but you will have to find a place to live for the night.
Go back to the tavern I have an inn at.
Okay.
And by that I mean have Trisket carry me.
Okay. You guys go back to the watered ferry. I forgot to get the tavern prices. Food and lodging. What is general food and lodging? A stay at an inn is gonna be this is probably a poor inn. It's nothing crazy. It's gonna be 2 silver pieces per person.
2 silver pieces. Well, is that okay? So we'd have only 1 room though, because we are married. So would that decrease the price at all because we're 1 room but 2 food?
I wonder. Yeah. In stay per day. I guess you're probably just paying for the room. Is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You'll pay for the room. It doesn't come with the drinks or food or, you know, whatever. that would be 2 silver pieces for the 2 of you. So you can mark that off.
I want to split it 50-50, Trisket, or do you want me to pay for it?
Am I able to like convert my copper pieces to like silver pieces, or do I need to like go to somewhere?
That's
for
a
that?
good question, dude. Would they be mad if I gave them 20 copper pieces?
For this type of purchase, no, they'd be fine with copper pieces.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
I could
copper
just-
pieces for this type of purchase is probably the norm. If you went to a magic shop and gave them 10,000 copper pieces, they might not be very happy about that. It's the equivalent of like those people who get really mad at, you know, like bankers. You know, like they're like, oh, I don't want to pay my bill or whatever the fuck, and they give them 10,000 pennies.
Yep.
Yeah. But this is, yeah, 20 copper pieces is totally fine.
Okay. We'll split 50-50 then. I took 10 off of mine, you take 10 copper off yours.
Alrighty. Now we talked about eating food. I just assumed that working gave you some food and whatnot. But it's the next day, it's day 2. The menu, there is bread, a poor meal, there's clean water, common wine, gruel, cod, and there's probably like more expensive stuff, but these are like things that are generally within like a copper piece or 2, you know. Does any of that interest you for today's food?
I'm far too fussy. I want the better menu.
The better menu.
Yeah, no. I'm an idol after all.
Okay. Let's see.
Also, exhausted turns back into tired after a long rest, I'm pretty sure, which is only like a negative. God,
-2
what is it? Yeah.
instead of -6.
Yeah, which is, one is livable, one is not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very sad. Also, I realized the combo that I probably was forgetting is I'm pretty sure you can expend the psionic focus to take a 15 on concentration. I think that's something you can do. Though I don't think that works with the endurance, because I don't think endurance is concentration. I think it's just rock on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
True. So like I said, the psionic focus will never come up, but I'm still psionically focused.
Okay.
If I ever need that concentration check, which I don't think I will, but you never know, I guess.
Yeah, you know. Let's see. Food. I had this up earlier. Which book? Other books? Ah, this one. Oh, chicken is only 2 copper pieces. It's just like you don't get like a full chicken. You know, you just get a little bit of chicken and whatnot.
Appeals to my fussy nature.
All
I
right.
will buy 1 chicken and clean water.
All right, that'll be a total of 3 copper pieces for you. Your bonus for the week will be +1 to will saves from clean water and a +1 temporary HP for your chicken.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I take that. Sure.
Alrighty. Also, you guys will find out some of the travel costs for getting across the ocean, if that's something that interests you, and all the other options. Unless you don't care.
I'm really trying to get a job on the ship to hypothetically get there for free. But yeah, let's see. And assuming that fails, yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right. Per person, it will cost for travel to, let's see, I think this place right here. This is Etchenfast, right? Yeah. All right, to Etchenfast, it will be 30 silver pieces.
Okay. And if we were to go just straight shot to Caden, what would that be?
To Caden, it is 2 gold pieces each.
I mean, we could technically afford that. That'd be everything we got. And yes, I think that so Trisket. Yeah, okay. Let me do the voice. so Trisket, I think getting there sooner is better than later, because we could actually, assumably, it's a more prosperous city, which means our jobs will be more effective. We'll be able to get paid more for performances and build up some level of reputation there before the big play. And I think the big play is really like our shot, but I do worry about our safety overarchingly. So I think we should try to still get a job on a boat to see if we can get there for free. And if not, we save up a little bit of gold for maybe about a week. We just actually work for a week and use it to buy something to sort of defend ourselves. And maybe we just splurge all out on the trip. Because like I said, in theory, we'd make our money back eventually. And if worse came to worse, we could sell whatever provisions we had purchased to get there. Do you agree with this plan A and plan B, or have anything to add?
Sounds pretty solid. I do think we would earn a bit more after we get there, so yeah. I forget if the one guy ever said where the one captain was.
Wait, I think I got the prices are wrong.
Oh.
What is the correct prices?
Wait. Are they wrong? Let's see. Yeah, that's yeah, okay. And then is it only that much? Oh. Okay. Wait. Oh. Okay. It's a lot fucking more.
Okay.
It's
oh.
I didn't it's another 0.
I see.
It is 20 gold pieces. It is 1 silver piece per mile. Which makes sense for this. Which is 30 silver each. But to go all the way there is 200 silver. And that would be
Okay,
each.
yeah, which would be okay.
It'd be like 20 gold, basically.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think I still think we try to get a job because I don't think we can afford it without that. Actually, the God has spoken to me, you know.
Yeah,
And I think, you know, with my supreme literacy, TM,
of course.
you know, that, yeah, the math isn't great for us. So, I think we really need to try to get in good with this captain. I think we need to go in and talk him up. You know, maybe I do a little performance or something, or I do my PowerPoint. Give it back. 1 second, forgot I rested. Anyway.
Oh, wait.
But
You cannot... You can't regain power points if you
oh, you're
are
right.
not
If I'm
fully
getting rid of
rested.
exhaustion,
Yeah.
that's true. So I'm at 2 out of 3. Damn it. It is what it is.
Aha! I win for once.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. It's bound to happen eventually. Anyway.
Have you
Yeah.
ever thought about just spending the 30 to get across and walking the rest?
I don't want to go in the desert. I've never considered that for a moment, actually. It's crazy you say it out loud, yeah. Oh, yes, I think we really need to get in good with this captain, Trisket. I can probably hit him with a little bit of like a sustained bluff, you know. And, you know, I could probably get away with that. And after we do that, I mean, because I think getting there sooner is better than later. And I think we're gonna fucking die in the desert. So I think, yeah, we should try getting good with this captain. And we should try to get a job, because that's like a week's labor. And so the thing is, if I'm doing my math correctly, a week's labor is about 20 gold. So if we offer, hey, can we work for you until your next stop, and we'll do it for like a quarter of the price you typically pay us, that's like copper for him.
Yeah.
That's just, he's paying food and board. That's like a couple copper. And we get free travel there, but free travel in his mind would realistically equate to he got about 20 gold worth of labor out of us, because that'd be a full week of wages. That is pretty much like, you know, lowered to like 10 copper or something. Because that'd still be enough to buy food for 3 days once we land.
True.
What's Trisket think about this idea? Think this is a good idea? Think there's anything that could go wrong?
To get off the captain. I mean, the harbor master or whatever. Gale. Can't forget his name. You gotta mention by name. I think at least maybe said a good word for us. I hope, man.
Hopefully, yeah. That's what I'm hoping too, man.
Alrighty. Well, with your breakfast eaten, and you know, you got some good food in ya. Oh, Trisket, is there any food did you wanted? There was bread, clean water, a poor meal, common wine, gruel.
She would love clean water and gruel.
Okay. The great thing is that gruel is your basic thing that it is basically free, but it will give you negatives. You'll have -1 attack for a week.
That's so flopped up. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Feed me the gruel.
Your water will give you +1 to will saves though, for a week.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So just for attack, it's not for damage or anything. Just
Yeah, just to
for
attack.
rolling. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
The more important one though, just
yeah, you can get rid of this debuff by getting a meal that is just better. So when you stop eating gruel and have something more high class, you'll get better benefits and remove that debuff.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. So that's what happens. You guys can go over to the harbor master. The harbor master will ultimately introduce you to one of the captains who is going to be sailing to the city of Caden today. It's like he will say, "This here is Captain Hendricks. Captain Hendricks, this is." He looks at you and he's gonna make a charisma check to see if he. Oh yeah, he has heard of your name. Fucking. Wait, I forgot your name. Akume.
Akume, yeah.
This here is Akume, and he's actually she is actually a wonderful performer. They were wondering if they could get onto your ship and, you know, help you work. They're very proficient sailors as well. You know, they could help out a lot. This Hendricks person kind of nods and he's got his arms crossed, and then he puts one of his hands rubbing his stubble, looks at you two. What about this lady here? Akume's friend? The quiet one. What's her deal?
Bump Trisket forward.
I'll just be helping out with really anything on the ship, really. Just
He
because it's very
nods.
obviously a bit nervous,
what's your
but
skill
she
set,
is-
little miss?
I am just a humble launderer. I can help around at cleaning the ship.
Ah,
really
wonderful! You could clean everyone's dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Do you say yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. He gives us a good old smile. He's like, "All right, wonderful. I will have to charge you all for the food at least. So that will be." He does the calculations of how long this venture will. It was 200. It moves at that many. I think it's a 5-day journey.
Probably. Yeah, with that many harsh turns, yeah, even if it moves pretty quick, that's pretty difficult to do in open water.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Like even if like we're very generous. Let's see. 60 120. And then 3 days. Maybe it only takes 3 days to reach 180.
Yeah, I mean, both seem right, to be honest. We could cut middle and say 4.
Yeah. 4 days. Yeah, 4 days is probably more proper because it, you know, you don't want to be hitting these shores. Yeah, it'll be a 4-day journey. probably shovel off 1 silver piece each.
Easy.
Okay.
Can I give him 10 copper?
Yeah. Yeah, you could give him 10 copper.
I give him 10 copper.
I will also give him 10 copper.
Yeah. All right. The main thing here is the first day. You guys will move 60 miles away. You know, somewhere's around there. Ultimately, you're in the middle of the sea. The waves are crashing. This is part of, you know, this is your destiny. You were meant to do this type of thing. I want you to roll me a sailing check. Because you've been hyping up your skills as a sailor, hyping up your skills as a great wanderer.
Oh, yep. I have indeed. Okay.
The real question is it still a bluff? Or is it?
I mean, if I can roll a bluff, that would be a superb, because one of them is significantly better than the other.
Well, no, I mean, you gotta roll your profession, you know? It's...
Of course. Ooh, okay.
First day doesn't go too well, Akume.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You're
so
slipping
tired,
and falling. Yeah. It's a new deck. And falling on this deck so many times, the captain kind of shakes his head. Newbies. Should have stuck to singing. But maybe Trisket can redeem Makume as washing everyone's dirty clothes. Give me a profession check to not drop people's clothes into the sea as you clean them.
Dude, that'd be so. My God. Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, 17 is fine. You're washing everyone's clothes with precision and getting those greasy stains off of people's gear. People are quite happy. The captain's wondering if maybe you're the singer and the other was just a jester. But that's nor here or there. The second day passes. You guys can do it again. Roll your professions.
Okay. This is the time. This is my
We
time.
got this.
Because that means that I get fully rested now. Which means that the negatives go away. Which means I can make a con check to both perform and do profession. Which is my evil plan from the start. Because I'm like, ho ho, I'll be paid less. Performs every night.
Making money on the ship.
Yeah, my evil ass plan.
All right.
So here is your sailing check. Oh, you threw him in the sea. Here's your sailing check, and here's the singing check. and here's the
con check?
I think that's the con check. So remember, this is +2.
Right.
For some reason, it's not letting me do that one. So that one passes. That one passes. I don't get exhausted.
Yeah, I think a 16 is a good constitution save. You're able to power through doing 2 jobs in both hands. It works very well. But Trisket, it doesn't go too well today. Someone's favorite socks. You're just trying to wipe off the grime at the bottom. People sometimes take off their smelly boots and it leaves this fungus on the socks, and you're trying to get it off, and you accidentally push the sock off your hands and into the sea, and there it's gone.
Oh.
Someone's favorite sock, never to be seen ever again. But perhaps it'll, you know, get off. It'll land onto shores one day. But that is another story for someone's lucky sock.
Aw.
Someone on the deck, you know, sometime it will probably look at you funny, or, you know, they're like, give you a scowl. But another.
I lost one singular sock, and they're just like, oh man.
Like, what the fuck? That was my sock. The next day goes by. Do you want to roll me a 1d10, Akume?
Oh, 1d10.
Okay, you make 3 copper pieces as some people throw you some copper as you try to make some singing performance on the ship.
Spelokey.
And then on the last day, one more sailing and profession for everyone.
This means I do get my side point back now. That one side point, very important because that means I rested a day without a debuff.
True, true.
I think he's coming.
A 9.
And you know what?
This time, you're washing that other sock. The other.
The other lucky sock. That's a magic item, Jester. Come on.
What? No.
And you're just dreading as you're washing this one sock, as you know, a big wave splashes over and you almost drop it. You hang on to the edge of the boat, and you don't lose it, but it was close. It was close. People don't trust you with washing their laundry after almost losing 2 socks.
It's a sock.
At least I'm
Those are so
consistent.
easy. They're so easy to lose. What the hell?
And despite my better judgment, I'll hit another singing and another con.
Okay.
That's not gonna be worth it if I fail. Sad face. What else? So +2 to whatever this is. Fuck.
Ooh, yeah, you fail.
Yeah.
You gotta roll me a 1d10.
Okay. 1 second, I give me myself to negative. I mean, I will get to sleep anyways. I might as well give myself the -2 now for that, but ugh, my side points. Well, I didn't spend any, so it's kind of a moot point, but still.
Yeah, you can add 5 copper pieces tonight. People could see how hard you guys are working, and you get a little bit of extra money for your work, for your hard work. And you can see over the horizon of the new day, the 4th day of traveling to the city of Caden. You can see the great mountains as you approach. A large city along the coast is present, and let's see. The city of Toria. Why do I have 2 of them? Wait, let me check this other one. What's this one? Okay. Well. Yeah, okay, that'll be fine. All right, this is what you see as you enter into the city. The boat passes through these two large cliff sides and into the enclosed port. And there are many buildings, many very fancy places. As you look about, to your right, you can see the Warriors Guild, a huge building with a kind of like a Roman Colosseum around it. You can hear the cheering and people yelling for death and destruction, you know, all that good stuff. To the right, you can see the Sky Spire Castle, a huge castle in the distance, which you know, just over here. It has a little lighthouse right on this little cliff here, and you will make it to the shallows, kind of right around here.
Okay.
They will drop you off at this small little port here, and you get off, and Captain Hendricks kind of tips his hat and well, good work, you two. I hope you find what you're looking for out here, and it's appreciate the hard work. It's not every day people are actually out here trying to do work, and you know, they're trying to get free rides or hide in a chest, and you know, so many things. So you find so many people trying to. Yeah, he just like shakes his head. Everyone wants a free ride nowadays, but I appreciate the hard work you two do.
Those damn adventurers, I shake my fist.
he gives a wry smile. Those fucking adventurers. Not leaving room and money for the commoners out there, I tell ya. So it's always fucking dragons and getting on with demons, or you know, he just I don't know, man.
So true. So true.
So true, Dad.
I give I will glance at Trisket, knowing well the origin of her race.
Yeah, freaky ass adventurers, man.
It's he looks to you, Tunes. Well, I'll let you be off. I wish you well in the city, and perhaps there'll be a next time.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for you if there is.
Oh, a two-timer, huh? Well, alrighty. Yes, I'll let you go. All right. He walks off.
Okay, let's skip
What
off.
the fuck? I mean,
Well, you're on the docks, looking to the right, looking to the left. This is probably the first time you've ever been in this city before. What is the first move?
Find a cheap inn so I can stop being tired.
Okay. Before we do that, actually, let's take a quick little break. I've got to use the washroom.
okie doke.
Okie splokey.
Sounds good.
All right. Chat, we'll be right back after these moments, and hope you guys enjoy the lovely art by Jester over here. And guys can press continue on the start screen. Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
It's one room for both of us. So that's, that's 25 copper per day each, which while that is a bit of an upsell, admittedly, it does give us some schmoozing room with the nobles. And that's one nat 20 performance check away from like getting 10 gold in our plate. So while it's a little bit of an upsell, it's a quarter of a gold piece each per day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Give me 1 second. All right, welcome back, everyone. I forgot that the audio was not fun. So the party was on the docks, and we're talking about doing a gather information check. They did some gather information. Akume got pushed around by a guard and a noble. Trisket, however, got an 18, and yeah, Trisket's actually doing things. And now we're kind of like talking about how they're able to make real money. Okay, that's what happened. Luckily, it wasn't for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, true. It'd be so funny if it was to the point where I had to cut. It's like, okay. So and they're like, oh shit, the audio.
Yeah. But those are the two options that you get, Trisket.
Okay. I will share this information with Akume. It'd be like, okay, Haven's Rest is 5 silver pieces to 1 gold piece. Shackles now is like 3 silver pieces for a room. I assume, yeah, we're going with, or I'm pretty sure he said we're going with the Haven's Rest, so we like have.
Yeah.
I think that would give us more of a room
Losing
to earn more. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Question mark.
Yeah. Alrighty. And that will probably be most of the day doing that. Kind of looking around and trying to figure out where most of the things are around here. It is probably midday. I guess the real question is, what? I think we're about to end session for today. Because I think you guys have to go. But what would you guys like to do for next session specifically? Oh yeah, go ahead.
I will make one performance check in the street before leaving for the day.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna busk it up.
She's got this.
Boom.
Ooh, a performance of 12. All right, a 12 isn't amazing. It's basically the borderline. Starting.
True.
Performance. Also, thank you, Reaver. Hope you're doing well. All right. It is a routine performance. This one, you're earning copper pieces per day. I will upgrade that to silver pieces. So you could roll me a 1d10. 5 silver pieces. You're halfway to a gold piece with that.
Yup. Yeah, and hey, that's the room paid for.
Yeah.
That's what I was going for. So
it's rough on the streets as a commoner, and like
true.
I guess with that, like, how does it actually feel surviving with these like skills, and like, is it what you expected? Is it less, or is it more?
I think it's more, slightly, honestly.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. I think it's pretty good. You know, luck is really kind of mid, but I'm kind of liking the double job, risking being crippled. You know, it's pretty funny, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's not as horrible as it could be.
Yeah. How about yourself, Trisket? What's going on with you as a, I guess, a commoner in a new city like this? This is a huge city. It's probably one of the biggest in this in all of this land, and or until you reach the Draconic Dominion.
Just liking the place so far. What to do? So the profession stuff's like a whole week thing, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like-
usually.
Hmm.
You
Honestly,
could
just see how much
probably
we make.
do half a day of profession, and we'll do the calculations for that. So you get to do something.
Half a day profession. Okay. Sounds good. That's just a regular, like,
Yeah, just
profession.
just roll
whatever shit.
profession.
Okay, gotcha.
Oh, damn, 20. I think that is, again, you got 19.
I'm doing okay.
We're the luckiest peasants ever. You know, honestly, it was our destiny after all.
Maybe this campaign is all about how your luck turned upside down, or
True.
in the other direction to, you know what I mean. All right. But with that good roll, you're in a city that is 20 times 100, which is 2,000, but you're dividing it by per day, and then dividing it by, okay,
It'd be 2,000 divided by 14, no? Question mark?
by 4.
Oh, by 4. That's way better.
Yeah. You'll gain 400 copper pieces. So we'll just 40 silver.
Okay, just gonna, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's awesome. Love that. Okay.
Yeah. And this is probably the most money you guys have ever made in such a short period of time, I think. Like maybe like
Probably.
realistically of like, until now it's like, oh shit, like things are working out. Like, you know, it feels like we're actually getting money. We're actually doing something, you know? But with all that said, what is your money looking like right now? How much money you guys got?
If I were to go to a bank, I have 4 gold, 4.5 gold. If I were to convert all the copper and silver into gold.
That's huge.
Yeah.
20 copper pieces, 40 silver pieces, 2 gold pieces. That would be
It'd be 6 gold pieces if you converted it.
okay. I just convert now, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You guys are on the up and rising. But yeah, what would you guys like to do for next session? Is it mostly doing some skills? Are you looking for a job? Is it like a permanent residency, or is it mostly just trying to figure out what this whole I guess this edition is like, or do you want to explore the city? Because you guys technically have around, let's say, I'm gonna say like 18 days left, like something like that. I'll have to do the calculations later, but
Yeah, probably what it would be doing for me next would be consistently coming to a schedule for about a week to just absolutely give as much gold as possible. So something along the lines of like, oh, possibly even buying a food object that grants con bonuses or something like that. So that I could more realistically, so even because you gotta spend money to make money, you know, as a business owner, you gotta, that's how you gotta do it. And so, like, do something along the lines of make contact with, like, because I see there's, like, magic schools and shit here.
oh yeah.
And so, probably what the general gist would be make one good contact and spend about a week just, like, scouting and whatnot, and then get, like, double up on jobs. Like, you know, talk to the tavern owner and, like, the magic school or whatever. And, like, at a magic school, like I said, I speak, like, 7 languages. So, like, if I go to the magic school and I have calligraphy, I could do things like repair books, make blank spell books, because that's actually cheaper than you'd think. It's like 15 gold, and if we're using craft object rules, it's half that much to make one.
Yeah.
To make a blank spell book. So that'd be spend 7 gold, sell for 15 gold, would take about a week to do, something like that, and then go back to the tavern and sing at night would probably be it. Like, hit a good schedule like that. Then on the last 5 days before auditions, you know, like, really just try to do, like, you know, possibly use that money to buy a masterwork instrument or something, because aren't those only like 50 gold?
Yeah, it's between like 50 and 100. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I have the merchantile thing, which means once per month I can use my amazing talents to get something at 75% its sell price. Which means if it's 50, I can actually get it for that'd be 2 gold off per, but you know, like 40-ish, which that's reasonable within 3 weeks, give or take.
Okay, sounds good. What about yourself, Triska? Is there anything that you've been eyeing, or like any specific things you actually want to do?
Is there like, I think Triska would love. Is there like a museum here or something? Or I don't know if this is one of those pay-in museums though, so I don't know if she would. It's a pay-in one. She probably not would go in.
There is most likely a museum. 100%. She would definitely need to find it first, but you know that I don't think that would be out of the realm of possibility. And it is one of the capitals, so like if they don't have a museum, that'd be, you know, kind of fucked up. It's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, he flopped up, man. Gosh, what other stuff would she like to see?
Oh, and you said like learning about ancient objects, right?
Ancient objects and ancient areas. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she would also like take a detour to like a library or something like that.
Yeah, okay. I will prep some stuff like that as well for next week. And I think that's all for today. I appreciate you two hanging out. I know you guys have to head out here and prep your next streams.
Yup. But goodbye, chat. Goodbye, Haida. Thanks for running the game. Yeah, I'm excited for next session. With that said, bye-bye.
All right, bye guys.
Bye. Had fun. But yeah, thank you for the session.
Yeah,
Bye,
thanks
Haida.
for joining.
Bye.